Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing the most simple college modified version of takeout Chinese food that I have become a huge fan of. But also, I'm going to go ahead and go through the prep of this white chicken chili that I also love. These are really super simple, fast meals. Um, but because I like do all my cooking at once and I'm gonna go ahead and already do this, I just wanted to just go ahead and walk you guys through it as well. So, for starters, I bought chicken. Sorry, I'm not in the camera frame. Okay, I bought chicken, and I just bought 2.38 pounds of chicken. I don't know, the recipe that I was going for called for 2 pounds, but I'm cooking dinner for multiple people, and 2 of them are football players, so they're going to eat a lot more, I'm sure. So I just kind of wanted to go more on the chicken side. But basically, what I've already gone ahead and done here is I have gone ahead and cut out the fat of this chicken breast. So you can use chicken breasts or you can use chicken thighs. I find that chicken thighs do have better flavor to them, but sometimes they're a little bit too fatty, and I don't really like that as much. So I just went with chicken breast this time, and it was kind of what was cheapest. So at least for me right now. So basically, I just have like cilantro, celery, lime, chicken, these beans, and all my seasonings right here. I'll go ahead and show you. This is my little setup, my prep area. And then I have back here the Asian bowl of rice that we're going to be doing. So basically I'm just going to knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. That's just what's going to happen here today. The main focus is obviously going to be the Thai chicken bowl because it is super quick, super easy. So we're going to go ahead and put the chicken on the skillet. So sorry it's dark, but I have all the lights on and it's still not enough. So I just went ahead and put my skillet on to heat of 6, just to heat it up. This is the chicken that I'm going to use for this bowl. This knife is dirty, so I'm going to put it in the sink. Yeah, this is one of my favorite things. So for the rice, this is what we're going to do. It's called VT. It's just a Thai jasmine rice. Did I turn on the right one? Yeah, okay. So it's called VT. It takes 2 minutes to make. I'm doing this before I leave for practice, so because whenever I get back, this lighting is horrible. Whenever I get back, I don't ever feel like cooking. It's literally the last thing that I want to do. So for me to just go ahead and knock this out right now, that's just going to be the best option. And we're going to go ahead and do both meals at once. So I have my chicken breast. My pan is getting hot. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to use olive oil. I like to use olive oil. I also have salted and unsalted butter here that I'm going to probably use throughout it too, just because that's just how I cook chicken. Everyone's going to cook it differently, but that's just how I cook it. I get scared whenever I don't cook it right or whatever else. But it has to be, so I know for chicken it has to be at a temperature of 160 degrees in order for it to be like considered completely cooked through. But for me, when I cook chicken, I will let it cook on both sides for like 2 to 3 minutes, and then I cut it. I cut it up, and every piece will be golden brown by the time I'm done because that's just my personal preference. I like to do that just because it makes me feel safe. It makes me know that it's cooked, it's golden brown. It doesn't look rubbery on the inside. That's another key tip. If it looks rubbery on the inside, your chicken is not done. And by rubbery, I mean like basically it still looks like raw chicken. Like you gotta make sure that guy is cooked through. So the pan is hot. I'm gonna go ahead and lay my chicken breast into the skillet. It's gonna sizzle because that's what we want. Make sure the pan is all the way up. So it's just on medium. So I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. Probably put a little bit more of this. So I know you're probably like thinking about seasonings and that kind of stuff. So since it is a Thai bowl, or not, I don't know what it is. It's like a Chinese takeout bowl is what we're gonna call it. Turn it up a little bit. I'm gonna make a sweet and sour sauce, and so seasoning wise, like I literally will just do salt and pepper. That's probably the only thing that I'm gonna put on this chicken. That's personal preference. If you want to put more or less or not at all, then you do you. But I'm gonna do salt and pepper. So I have those. And I have a spatula. So I don't want to keep you guys over here, but it might be too loud. I guess we'll bring you back. So basically, I just let it cook a little bit on both sides. I'm going to flip it over. And that's that. I'll use this paper towel to put my utensil on. And then once I flip it over, that's when I season my chicken. I don't do it when it's raw. I don't know why. I just prefer not to. So it's cooking on both sides. I just have it on medium heat. We'll cook kind of slow, and I'm going to go ahead and put a lid over the top. Unfortunately, I am a college student and I don't have the best pots and pans, so my lid does not match up with the skillet I'm using, but it's fine, it'll do the job. We just want to kind of keep it steamy in there. Another trick that I do is I add water. Again, personal preference, it kind of keeps it more moist in my opinion, because I do like to cook it so thorough that I do find that it kind of dries out sometimes. So I'll just put water in there, put the lid over top, and we're going to let it sit there. I'm going to go ahead and start a timer because I have so much going on I'll probably forget. 3 minutes. Okay. So we're going to go 3 minutes. So that's cooking. While that's cooking, I'm just going to chop up my vegetables that I'm going to have for the white chicken chili. So for starters, I'm just going to chop up this onion. I'm going to use this cutting board right here. Here, I'll put you guys back a little bit. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure you guys can see everything. Head's cut off. Okay. So for starters, I'm just going to chop up this onion and this celery. And I'm going to call it a game plan. So basically, I'm just going to chop the end of the onion on both sides. White chicken chili is one of my favorite things. It's kind of a play on regular chili, obviously, but you use white beans. So I have cannellini beans that I'll use to put in it, and then I have Great Northern beans that I'll put into it, instead of like using kidney beans or I don't know what other beans you put in regular chili, to be honest, but instead of those beans. It's super easy, it's super simple. We're going to be carving pumpkins tonight after practice. Like, there's a few athletes that are that's what we've chosen to do. We are literally on the go so often that, like, when we get the chance to actually, like, do stuff together, we obviously try to. This is just the onion peeling. I'm just going to keep it right here. Put that in the compost later. We just try to hang out as much as possible because we don't ever get the chance to. We're always traveling. We're always doing stuff. We're always on the go. So when we actually get the chance to really engage and be present with one another, we do. So I offered to cook chili, and another friend is going to host the bonfire, so I'm going to bring that over. And that's what we're going to do tonight. But like I said, I'm not going to want to cook later, and I'll probably honestly eat my Thai chicken Chinese food to go meal right before I go to practice. Probably going to need to be flipped in just a second. So again, just chopping this onion, I just kind of went down, and then I'm just going to go ahead and, our chicken is sizzling, so we're going to go check on it. I'm going to give it a flip, and give the chicken a flip. I am seasoning it, a little bit more salt and pepper, and I'm going to add a little bit more olive oil as we go, just so that it's not going to stick or anything. So I just seasoned it a little bit. So on this side, put more olive oil in it, and then I'm going to add a little bit more water again. Literally, when I say a little bit of water, I mean a little, like it's tiny. It does make it steamy, but I don't really mind. It's fine. Lid back over the top, timer, 3 minutes, start. So, and we'll come back over to this side for the chili. The reason I'm doing both of these at once is because the other stuff for the rice and the vegetables and stuff, they're frozen, so they literally take all of like 5 minutes to put together. They're really simple instructions. The rice takes 2 minutes, the vegetables take 3 minutes, and then I literally prop it all into a bowl, throw some sriracha sauce and some coconut aminos on it. So, and then it's literally good and it's ready to go. And I don't usually eat all of it, so I'll have leftovers, which is really nice. Sizzling over there. But yeah, it's fall, so we're trying to get into the swing of things. I'm not the best at chopping, but we make it work. We aren't chefs. We are college students, but that's okay. Don't matter. But yeah, so for this chili, I am just chopping this onion, and then I'll chop the celery. And you literally stick it all in a crock pot and call it a day. Ooh, my eyes are watering though, I will say that. There's a myth apparently that brown eyes don't cry as much as blue eyes when they're chopping onions, but I just beg to differ on that. I'm going to turn my heat down on my chicken, just so that it's not going to burn or anything. To be honest, this is the first time I have prepped meals this much. I usually am such a grab and go person that I will literally, like I said, that meal takes all of 30 minutes to do. So onions are pretty chopped. I'm going to set these to the side. And then we are going to, that's the chicken. In the scheme of things, it just took me 6 minutes to chop an onion. That doesn't tell you how often I don't chop things. Okay, so chicken is looking good. We have a little bit of golden brown, but we're going to keep going. I'm going to flip it one more time. I'm going to give it like another 2 minutes. So yeah, chopped up. chopped onions. 6 minutes later. So I'm going to go ahead and put these, I don't want to put them in the crock pot just yet because the chicken has to go in first. But there's those. And then celery. I just need 2 of these. Okay, that's the process. So I'm going to go ahead and wash these off. New sink. You're going to make sure that you get all of the dirt off because celery has like a lot of little crevices in it, to be honest. And if you're not paying attention, you will eat a little bit of dirt. Which is okay. A little dirt doesn't hurt anybody, but so make sure they're nice and clean. And we're just going to go ahead and use the same chopping board because it's just vegetables. There's no cross-contamination worries. Once we start handling the chicken, however, we will start washing. We won't. I don't have to chop any chicken up, but you want to make sure that you use different knives and different stuff for chicken because you don't want any salmonella or anything like that. So, and that's the same for your cutting boards. Actually, you're supposed to have a completely separate cutting board for your meat and for your vegetables and like fruits and that kind of stuff because as much as you do wash it in the dishwasher, as you cut into the cutting board, how big do I want my celeries? Should we go in half one more time? We're going to go in half one more time. When you cut into your meat, you're cutting into the cutting board as well. So that bacteria and all that stuff is getting into the cutting board, and that's not good. So timer for the chicken. I'm going to go ahead and check on it. It's looking good. So now I'm going to go ahead and grab a completely new knife and fork. This is what it looks like. Pretty golden brown. But we're going to cut it up and look at the middle and get the sides of the pieces. Also golden brown. So new fork, new knife. New fork, new knife. And I'm just going to go ahead and chop this chicken up. This meal, I'm telling you, like when you really want some Chinese takeout food, but honestly, Chinese takeout is really expensive, and I don't have the budget to be spending $14 on sweet and sour chicken. I just don't. So, that's kind of how I came up with this. One time I was just really, really in the mood for Chinese food, wasn't balling on a budget, and the only thing I had was really that BT rice, and I had frozen vegetables, and I just kind of came up with my own little stir-fry type thing, and off to the races we went. So that is chopped up. I will show you what that looks like. I'm going to go ahead and put this into the sink. Go to that one. And then I'll show you what these pieces look like. So that's the chicken. It's cut up. It looks pretty cooked, I'm not going to lie. But like I just said, safety precautions. I always I make sure it's golden on all sides. So we will have those sides be golden brown. I'm also so anal when I'm cooking that I hate whenever things get dirty as I go. So I just kind of wipes down that stove. Sorry. Okay. We have our utensils there, and those are going to get a little crispy on that side. I'm literally just going to put the timer on for 1 minute and start that and keep chopping away at the celery. So, like I was saying before, that bacteria from the chicken gets into your cutting board, and so you want to make sure that you're really sanitizing that and pre-washing it, honestly, before you put it into the dishwasher with some warm soap and water. Just let it soak. And then also put it in the dishwasher. So celery is being chopped away. I just cut off the ends of the celery, by the way. Also, these pieces, don't need those. That's just, like, I'm going to cut this off right here. And then about, like, half an inch into that. Just because you don't need them. Don't need these in your chili. Whoa, my goodness, that was crazy. But yeah, so chopping away. Also, this is super budget friendly. I'm cooking for about 4 people, and it took me, sorry, that is the one thing that's horrible about these apartments, is the timer is on the microwave, and it does not stop until you turn that guy off. So now I'm just flipping all of the chicken over so that they can all get a little golden brown on each side. I'm about to show you, and you guys are going to see. It might be too cooked for you, but that's fine. Like, do your own personal preference of how you like your chicken cooked. Even if you wanted to grill it before this, you definitely could. So that's what it looks like now. They're all pretty golden brown on that side. Now the other side's just going to crisp up a little bit. Put the timer on. Sorry. So, oh, you know what? Since that's almost done, let's go ahead and do our vegetables and our rice. So for the rice, this is what you do. You take a knife, poke a bunch of holes in it, put it in the microwave. 2 minutes. So the rice is cooking. Then we're going to put the veggies in, and the veggies will cook. The veggies actually take a little bit longer than the rice does, but that's okay. So this is all cooked. Now I'm going to put it into the crock pot. So you literally just get a crock pot here. And I'm going to touch chicken, but I will wash my hands after. I'm going to go ahead and take the heat off of the chicken because it should be crispy by now on the other side. And if not, that's okay. The pan heat will still stay on there, but just so that we don't burn anything. So here we go. I'm going to take the chicken, and you're going to just place it into the bottom of the crock pot. Super easy. Now, this is chicken. Beware. You need to wash your hands after you're done dealing with it. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick it up. Place it in the bottom of your crock pot. Like I said, you can literally use chicken thighs for either of these meals. I'm just a chicken breast type of person. That's what I prefer. But you do whatever you like. So that's in there. Set that to the side and then wash your hands. Let the water get kind of wet too, because that way it's actually going to kill the germs. And all the chicken ickiness. Soap, and you're supposed to wash your hands for the ABCs twice. That's what oh god, I'm so sorry, that's gonna keep going off. But you're supposed to say the ABCs twice, so just make sure you're aware of that. Make sure you really get under your nails and stuff, because cross-contamination is not it. Okay. And then rinse it off with some warm water. Get underneath the nails. I hear you, timer. I hear you. I'm coming. Towels. Stop that. Okay. going to put the vegetables into the microwave. This rice is super duper hot when you take it out though, like, beware. It will burn the heck out of your fingers. So then you put the vegetables into the microwave for 6 to 7 minutes. So chicken is in here. Now we're going to put the vegetables and everything that we just chopped into the bowl. So basically, I'm just going to grab these with my hands. I just washed them. Place it on in there. This is the glorious part about anything that has to do with crock pots, especially if you're super busy. Like, I'm about to put this in here. Sorry, there's some really large pieces of onion that didn't get chopped. I'm about to put this in here and head out. My roommate will be here, so she'll just be able to keep an eye on it, but she doesn't really have to do anything because it's all ready, it's done. I'm just going to put it on high. It'll cook for 4 hours. I'll come back, shower, be done, take it over to my friend's house, and we'll have dinner. So, also spices for this are, we have ground coriander. It says to measure. I personally have never been a measuring type of person, but for the sake of this video, actually I'm going to be straight up with you guys. I don't even have measuring utensils. Like, that's how college we are. We just don't have them, unfortunately. So, I will go off of a tablespoon reference for everyone. Spices are so good and they make your food so much better. I never used to be one to use spices. I would literally use salt and pepper and that was it. But the older I've gotten, the more I actually put in the, not effort, but I just like want to experiment with them and want to put stuff in. But so we have ground coriander. So we're going to do about, I'm pretty sure it's a teaspoon and a half. But we're going to go off of this tablespoon. So I'm just going to eyeball this and just hope for the best. Honestly, it's seasonings. You know, it's not like it's going to be the end of the world. Vegetables are popping in there. Sprinkle this in there. A little bit extra. You know, a little extra. And then we're going to do some salt and pepper. Oh, actually, we're going to throw in a bay leaf. Just one into there. 2 more minutes on the vegetables. And then you'll literally be done. I'm going to open these green chilies. I tried to do this in under 30 minutes, but it's kind of hard. Hold that. Okay, that didn't work. Got it. Nope, don't got it. Okay. So yeah, so far I've put a bay leaf in, a whole yellow onion, 2 celery stalks, and then I'm about to put this can of green chilies in, just literally all over the top. And then you're going to just wash this out, rinse this leaves, throw it away. So we have the chili peppers in there, and then, where is my salt at? Onion powder, garlic powder. Oh, we're going to put some oregano in there. Some oregano leaves. Honestly, whatever you feel like see fit to put into this. put it in. Like, the basics of it are literally the fact that you just have chicken, chicken broth, garlic. Let's see. I already have this minced garlic right here, so I'm going to use this instead of chopping one up. So you just put the garlic in there. It says 3 minced garlic cloves, so I'm straight up going to do this whole tablespoon. I grew up with my mom putting garlic in everything, so I personally love garlic. Again, preference. Whatever you're going to want. I'm just going to leave that to the side. Salt and pepper. Honestly, just go ahead and salt like a little bit. And then once you come back to put the beans in, about 30 minutes before it's going to be done, you can test it and see if you want to put more salt. Again, I'm making it for a bunch of other people, so I don't want to, like, people can add salt to their own stuff, so just kind of make it universal, you know, that it doesn't have to be super seasonful at first. They can put whatever they want into it on top. Like, the toppings for chili are what make chili. So your vegetables are going to be done. So we're going to grab those. It's going to be so hot. Grab these vegetables. And these are literally just the freezer ones that you can get at Kroger. They're usually 10 for $10. And if I happen to be on a budget, I'll buy 10. If not, I'll buy 2 or 3 and just keep them in the freezer. So you have your beans, not beans, your vegetables. The hardest part is literally getting this rice open. I'll tell you what, it really just my roommates are going to question why I have so many dishes out. So what you're going to do is you have your plate that you're going to plate your stuff on. I'm going to take you over to where the lighting's good, back over towards the crock pot is, so you guys can see better, because the lighting over there is not good. So you're going to put the rice down. I'm just going to use half of this, because that is honestly, rice is so filling that you don't need much. That's the glorious part about it too, is this is easily 2 meals right here. So you put your rice down, and then we will put the chicken on top. And then we're going to put the veggies on top. I'm just going to let it pour this guy straight out of the bag. So hot. Veggies. Chicken. So y'all, I'm telling you, this takes no time at all. It's so easy to do. Just take that, and then you drizzle. I like to put sriracha on it. Drizzle some sriracha on top. This is what it looks like. Then you're just going to drizzle. Oh my, look at that. Sriracha. And then this is, instead of soy sauce, I use liquid aminos. They're, it's like a natural soy sauce alternative. Super good. Just drizzle that on top. And there you have it. Super easy, healthy chicken, rice, and veggies. And it literally takes, I mean, just literally the amount of time that it takes to cook your chicken. That's all it takes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. And for the crock pot, I've put all that in there. Green chilies, garlic, bay leaves, chicken. I'm going to plug it in. Pour the chicken broth Hopefully our lights go out. Pour the chicken broth over the top and put the lid on it, and it is good to go. I will set it on a timer of, we'll put it on high for 4 hours. Take the chicken out, shred it, put it back in, let it sit for another 30 minutes, and it'll be good to go. So that was 2 meals in 30 minutes. And both of them, literally, I went to the store and got all of this today, and it was $35. So, and that's like not even bad because I'm making that for 4 people. And this one is literally way less than that. It's chicken can be $4 for 2 chicken breasts, frozen vegetables and rice, $2, $6, and then $1 for frozen vegetables. I mean, it's so easy, so budget friendly. And as you can see, it's very quick, and even an athlete on the go can do it. So I hope you guys enjoyed.